Visit nhlbi.nih.gov/COPD-caregivers.
Want to be heard on Word?
Yes, this is Miss Renee King out of Philadelphia.
Dial 215-634-8065 to join the conversation. Outside of Philly, dial 1-866-361-0900. First-time caller? Great. We would love to hear from you. Word is the voice of the African American community, so make yours heard. Please limit calls to once per day. Spread the word and tell a friend to tune in and join the conversation. We are the home of progressive Black Talk Media. This is WURD 900 AM and 96.1 FM, Philadelphia. Streaming online on wordradio.com and the Word Radio app. The views and opinions expressed by the guests, listeners, and hosts of any program on Word Radio do not necessarily reflect those of the ownership, management, or advertisers of this station.
I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
All right, people, write something on the board. Let's spell it. First letter.
L O G.
What's that? What?
It's time. It's time to have real, honest, open, difficult, and inspiring conversations. It's time for Love and Life on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Well, hey there, family. Happy Monday, July 1st. Welcome to July. Welcome to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. It is July, y'all. I sound so excited, don't I? I don't know from where the excitement is coming, but I'm happy to be here with you. I guess it's, I don't know, July already. We're almost in 2025. I know what you're saying. Don't rush it, Carol. Don't rush it. Okay, I won't rush it. But in any event, I hope all is well with you and with yours. And I'm happy to be here to spend this Monday evening with you. So, I want to know, did you watch the debate? I want to know, did you watch the BET Awards? How about that? And if you did, if you watched the BET Awards, that is, excuse me, did you follow Taraji Henson's request or instruction to Google Project 2025? You see, what is that, you say? I'm sure some of you are asking. Well, in essence, it is a plan written somewhere around the late 70s, early 80s, that's been revised over the years. So the 2025 version is the most recent, but I will read to you what I read about it. It reads, Project 2025 seeks to place the entire executive branch of the United States federal government under direct presidential control. Pay attention. Eliminating the independence of the Department of Justice, the FBI, the FCC, the Federal Trade Commission, and other agencies. Family. I think that's definitely something to consider when making your determinations about voting. Understand. They say knowledge is power. Yes, it is. I want to send my love to each and every one of you, as I always do. You know I do. But especially to one of my BFFs, Deanna Williams, on a successful Black Music Month event at the Dell Music Center. Oh, it was awesome. I stopped by there on Friday, and I saw Nasir. Nasir sent me a text. He was there as well. Also to Susan Slauson and Faye Garrett of the Dell Music Center for all the hard work that they do. All the hard work. And yes, I was getting around this weekend, y'all. I was supporting, you know that I like to do that when I'm not working on the weekends. The National R&B Music Society, they had a successful summer concert in Atlantic City, so I was there too. All right, family, before I introduce you to our guests in this hour, I want to share with you our Black History 365 moment. That's right. That's right. So one of the most influential Black women in California, Bridget Biddy Mason, was one of the first Black women to own land in California. She was born enslaved and was given as a wedding gift to Robert and Rebecca Smith, a Mormon couple in Mississippi. Now, eventually, they moved to California, where she discovered that the California state constitution made slavery illegal. She soon brought Robert Smith into court on a writ of habeas corpus, where she sued for her freedom and won. She then moved to Los Angeles, where she worked as a nurse, midwife, and domestic servant, and eventually saved enough money to buy a house. She used part of her land as a temporary resting place for horses and carriages, and visitors to the town paid money in exchange for the space. So that particular area became known as the first parking lot in Los Angeles. She began a philanthropic career. That's what they say jokingly. She began a philanthropic career by opening her home to the poor, hungry, and homeless. Through hard work, saving, and investing carefully, she was able to purchase large amounts of real estate to help build schools, hospitals, and churches. Her most noted accomplishment is the founding of the first AME church in California. And on January 15th, 1891, she died, one of the wealthiest women in Los Angeles. Family, that is today's Black History moment. All right, you know what I'm going to ask you to do. Let us know that you're joining us. That's right. Give us a call at 215-634. I can't get it out. What in the heaven's name is wrong with me? 634-8065. Or you can call us toll free at 1-866-361-0900. Not that I say that number almost every day, and I couldn't get out a 3. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Any event, you can also share a message with us on our socials, because you know we love the love any way you can to share it. Yes, we do. All right. Wishing happy birthday to all of our love lights who are celebrating, including Natasha, Luke O'Reilly, and Eric Seats. Happy birthday to you all. And come on in. I'm sending extra love and hugs to each and every one of you. If your lights are shining just the least bit dimly, you hear me? That's right. On behalf of your entire tribe and village right here at Love and Life, we want you to know that you're not alone. We've got you. We have got you. That's right. All right, family, let's get started. Let us get started. In this hour, I want to introduce you to, I'd say he's a Renaissance man, actually, but as it's written, you know, in word, it reads, he's a comedian. He's an actor who was once awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2013 Soul Train Centric Comedy All-Star Awards. He won Best Stand-Up Comedian at the prestigious American Comedy Awards after 4 consecutive nominations. He's also a veteran on-air personality. Yes, he is. He appeared as the headlining star of his own show at the Flamingo Hotel in Las Vegas. I know you all are going to say, I remember that, for a 30-day run. But guess what? He was so loved that Sin City itself extended his contract indefinitely and nicknamed him the new Mr. Vegas. Shut up, but keep talking. That's right, family. I invite you to the conversation with none other than Mr. George Wallace. Should I say Dr. George Wallace himself? That's right. Well, hello there, good sir.
Hello, young lady. How are you? Don't you look good?
Well, you know what? God bless you for that. Thank you, Saint.
But of course, it is so good to talk to you today. And I feel good when I see that smile on your face. I feel real good.
I'm so excited to have you here. When
Thank
I
you,
tell
Carol.
seriously, George, you have no idea. Now, I haven't talked to you much, but I intended to tell you this offline because I just love you to pieces. You don't know. You just don't know how much.
You love me to pieces, and I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it because your love, my love for you does not require your permission. I can do what I want to do, okay?
That's right. I know that's right. Oh my goodness. I said, when you said, Carol, of course I'll come and talk to you all. I'll talk to the family. I said, no, he didn't. Be still, my beating heart. Be still. Be still.
Come on now. That is so nice. And more than that, I'm coming to Philly. I'll be there tomorrow. How about that?
Yeah, wait. Oh, you'll be in Philly tomorrow.
I'm coming to Philadelphia tomorrow. I need some good barbecue. They used to have a place called the Rib Crib, and I talked about it worldly. So it was so good. It was on a street, a Germantown street or something like that. And they used to put the barbecue sauce on with a paintbrush. You don't know about this, do you?
I don't know about that. Wait. I don't know about that.
The man that cooked the meat, his hands were the same color as the meat, Carol. And people were standing in line when they closed. When they closed, people would lick his fingers and suck his thumb. Now that's some good barbecue, right?
That's when you know it's good. That's when you wait, family. You heard that George said he's looking for some good barbecue. Okay, that's what he said. He's on the hunt for some good barbecue in Philly. So we've got to let him know where to find the good barbecue. Where do we find it? I don't know.
I don't want no scrapple. I don't want no barbecue scrapple, whatever that stuff is y'all eat.
Wait, what is barbecue scrapple? What is that?
They probably do it. If they eat it, they can barbecue it, you know.
You know what? Well, how about that? I don't even know why I'm asking because they cook just about everything nowadays.
Well, this is true, isn't it? And I want to say this. There's a new bit I'm working on. Help me out with this new bit. I want to talk to all of the vegans and the vegetarians and the plant-based people. I got to start writing this show because I want them to know they're gonna die on schedule just like everybody else. Okay.
George, you're a mess.
Don't they look a little funny? I'm gonna catch hell when I get to Philly.
You sure are. Sure are. Listen, you know you are. Wait a minute. Malcolm shares our family members are checking in. Malcolm shares that he's watching and listening from Westbound area, and he says, "Sorry, George, the Rib Crib is closed."
I heard. You know, so many people was fighting over the barbecue, they had to close the place.
Listen, I did not know you were a barbecue lover. Look at that.
I love me some barbecue. I'm all over the world. I'm a connoisseur of barbecue. Yes, I do.
Wow. Now see, I haven't had, well, I should say I haven't had barbecue from, I've had my family's barbecue, but I haven't
Where
had.
Where people from?
Well, all over, but mostly from Virginia, down in that area, in the Carolinas too.
The Carolinas, they're supposed to have good barbecue in Carolina, and Texas think they got the best everything, so you can't even talk about them. So.
No, you can't. You really can't.
If it's good, I'll eat it. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So wait, I want to talk about this one more time. You are coming first because we're going to talk about it now, and then I want to talk about it again because I have some questions I want to ask. So you are coming to Helium this weekend, you and Marsha.
Marsha Warfield, it's going to be two headliners on one show. You cannot beat that, right? She is so good. Don't tell her.
I love her. No, see, now let me say this because there aren't a whole lot of comedians that listen, this love right here, I don't give away freely. Understand that? When I say I love you, I mean it.
Thank you. Philadelphia, you're going to get a treat this weekend. And people don't have anything to do after Thursday. Well, it's kind of crazy this week. 4th of July is on Thursday. Then you got Friday. You can come to the show on Friday. And you got Saturday. So if I were you, I would go to heliumscomedyclub.com. You know how to find it, and get me some seats. And bring your family out if people in town visiting. Yeah, you don't have to go to Atlantic City. You can stay right here in Philly and see some funny.
You sure can. No, wait, is there one show each night or are there two shows each night or how?
It's two shows each night. That's good. We got a 7 o'clock show and a 9:30 show. How about that?
That's excellent. Excellent.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. One of our love lights, Diana. Hi there, Diana. Diana Montague says, "Hey, y'all, Dwight's is open for some barbecue. Maybe George can go to Dwight's." That's what Malcolm said. Okay, we got to get George some barbecue. We've got to get George some barbecue.
She said Dwight's?
Dwight's. No, Diana, where is Dwight's located? I know y'all are saying, Carol, you are from Philly. I know I am, but I don't know where Dwight's is located. So tell me where Dwight's is located.
There is something wrong with you because every black person is supposed to know where the real joint is.
Listen, it's a good thing that I don't know, okay? I used to eat pulled pork like, oh my Lord, what? So now I said, mm-mm.
You
I eat
stop eating
mostly
pork, all
fish.
pork?
No, I like pulled pork. So when I knew where all the barbecue spots were, that was it. That was it for me. I would get a pulled pork sandwich in a heartbeat. You couldn't blink twice.
Is that right? Well, it's still
What?
good. It's still good. Trust
Oh
me.
my God. I haven't had one in ages. Like,
That's what's wrong with you.
that's what you might be right, George. You might be right, okay? You just might be right about that.
Listen,
Oh, she says Dwight is on Germantown. Oh, go ahead. I'm
all
sorry.
my vegans and vegetarian friends, they always sneak a little piece every now and then when
You
they
know
get
they're
by
gonna get you.
themselves. They sneak a little meat.
They're going to get you. You know they are, right? They're going to
They can
get
come down there
you.
and get me. And if that's what they want to talk about food, we'll talk about food because you got some good food and not just barbecue now.
That's true.
Yeah, but you're world known for your cheesesteaks.
Indeed, we are. Indeed, we. Now, see, I like a good chicken cheesesteak.
Well, I like them all. If it's got meat in it, I like them all. I'm going to try that scramble thing, whatever that breakfast meat y'all eat. I'm going to try it.
Oh, scrapple?
Scrapple, that's what it is?
Yes, scrapple. What? George, you've not had scrapple?
And probably it's going to be hard for me to eat it, too. Does it taste like sausage? But you eat it for breakfast, right?
You do, but let me tell you something. See, scrapple is my number one. Scrapple, I loved my grandmother used to make me some scrapple when I was younger. And she, after a while, she said, "Okay, now you eat this too much, so you had to learn how to make it for yourself." So I started making it. She said, It's time for
Well,
you to learn.
please don't bring no scrapple to the comedy club, to the Heliums. Don't do that. Don't do that on Friday. Don't do it on Saturday, okay?
Don't bring you no scrapple. Okay.
No, but we're going to enjoy the holiday. We're going to have some fun because it's time for laughter. Things that are happening in America now, we need laughter more than ever. Even today, you were reading up front about the 2025.
Project 2025.
That's just telling you. Can you spell dictatorship? Dictatorship. Put everything in the power of the president. And if this guy makes it, he ain't gonna make it. You know why? He's not gonna. Why 45 is not gonna make it? Because we're gonna vote, girl.
Yes, we are. Oh, let me tell you something, George. Can you say it again? Because
if we have never voted in our life, we're gonna vote this time. Because we know what's coming up. We know Biden had a bad night, but I'm not going to tell my daughter that a rapist. I'm going to support a rapist. I'm going to support a liar. I'm going to support a thief. I can't believe in some of these evangelicals. How can they do that?
How can they do it?
Biden should have told Trump, "You got a Bible, and you have broken every commandment in the Bible." And plus, he ain't read the Bible. We ain't stupid. Everybody knows he ain't read the Bible. Everybody knows he's not a good person.
How about that? How about that?
It's just
How about that?
Clown.
Some people are in denial, strong denial, but I am prayerful that the majority of us and those of us who do know the truth and see the truth, that we come out in strong numbers. That's what I'm praying for.
Well, I hope you do pray because we got some preachers, some big time preachers supporting him, and that's some BS. And I will be cussing. I'm a cussing Christian. I was a Christian for 47 years, clean comedian. But 2 years ago, I started cussing.
2 years ago? Why?
I started cussing when Will slapped Chris Rock.
What? Don't you?
But I'm making up for lost time. I'm making up for lost time.
You know what? To that point now, I read that early in life you moved to Ohio.
Yes, I did.
Why Ohio?
Because I wanted to go to college, and I studied a program which most people don't know about, a degree in transportation. Now, most people have no idea what that is. Some people say, "What do you do? Drive a school bus?" But transportation is the number one industry in the world. It's about the procurement of getting goods and services to from point A to point B. You got 5 modes of transportation. You got water, you got air, you got sea. You got water, you got air, you got truck, you got
land and sea. Yep.
Yeah, land and sea. I said water, air, pipeline. Okay. Rail, and it's 5 of them. I'll think of it. It's going to be a test. Google it.
But you're absolutely right about that. I had no idea. When I read that, I said, "Why Ohio? What was
Because University of Akron, I went to University of Akron, Ohio.
Akron,
I'm
Ohio.
LeBron James' daddy. They don't know, I'm
You
his real daddy. So
Did you tell him? Does he know yet?
yeah, he knows it. He knows
He
it.
knows it.
Most people know it. I'm his daddy. Yeah, and we know the family and everything. But I went to Akron, and then I always wanted to be a comedian, Carol, since 6 years old. But I knew I had to get some education.
Since 6 years of age, you knew.
And I'm honoring my essence, and I do, and I love to do. I'm doing what I love more than anything else, and I love talking to young people to encourage them to make sure they enjoy their lives. Because all I do, and I thank God, you're a proper person. I thank God every day for what I do. Because Charles, all I do is lie. I just love to lie. I just love to make up stuff. I'm good at it too. Ain't God good? Ain't God good? Listen to me.
Listen, God is amazing. I said that to somebody one time. He said, "Hey, Joe." I said, "I'm good." He said, I said, "God is good." He said, "Good. God is amazing. Fried chicken is good. God is amazing." I said, "Well,
God is truly amazing."
Yes.
God is good, though. That's good enough. You know what we're talking about. But
yes, I do. See, yeah, and all the time, God is good.
I don't know whether you're working or not. But I don't work. I'm ready to go on stage right now. Look at you with that smile on your face. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful?
You just tickle me. I'm telling you, really do. But you always have. I'm telling you, George, you just have no idea. Listen, I've got some more questions for you, family. For those of you who have just joined us.
I put a tuxedo on for you.
Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm feeling special right now. Family, for those of you who are just joined us.
Crazy too.
Yes, I am. It doesn't get any better. Listen, what would life be like if I wasn't? We are going to take a short commercial break in this moment. But family, for those of you who just came into the room, hello and welcome. You know we love having you here. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. And look at this, the one and only Dr. George Wallace. Family, the phone lines will remain open and feel free to continue to comment on our socials. We will be right back.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Hi, I'm Tanya Pendleton, the host of Reality Check, airing Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Word Radio. Join me as I talk to newsmakers and noisemakers in politics, sports, entertainment, culture, and tech. We'll take deep dives into stories from Philadelphia and beyond. Tune in at 10 a.m. Monday through Thursday on Word Radio for your daily Reality Check.
The Dell Music Center, where the stars take center stage. Thursday, July 11th, it's the Clark Sisters. The award-winning Clark Sisters. With John P. King, Blessing Offer, and Dr. Reverend Alan E. Waller. Then Thursday, July 18th, get ready for Charlie Wilson with special guests Leela James and Jeff Bradshaw. Then Thursday, July 25th, it's Johnny Gill, plus Marsha Ambrosius and Jay Brown. Get tickets at the Dell Box Office and Ticketmaster.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the PIAA and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Directors Association.
Long nose, What's the word, boy? What's the word? What's the word?
WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Welcome back, family. You are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are talking with the one and only Dr. George Wallace in this hour. I have to say it again, heavens to Murgatroyd. I'm just so happy to have him here. I do want to share. That's right. Snagglepuss. I loved him. I want to share that our family members are checking in. Nasir Butler. Hey there, Nasir. He shares peace and blessings with everyone. Eric is sharing peace and blessings as well. I just love it, family, when you pop in. Norm McGowan is checking in. He shares sending good wishes to all on this beautiful night. Barbecue is the best. I could eat it every day. He shares. I would barbecue cereal if I could. I love that.
Hey, Carol, and I live in Las Vegas. It's so hot out here, we can barbecue without coal or gas.
Oh no. Oh, heavens.
You just stick your meat out the window in 30 minutes.
And and I thought of moving to Vegas too, but I don't know that I could do the heat. But it's supposed to be different, right? It's a dry heat, right?
No, it doesn't matter. It's hot. But what you do, you stay inside. The air conditioning works very well here. And it's comfortable. It's not as, humid as it is in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So you'll be fine.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take a moment to go to our phone lines. One of our love lights is on the line. Tyrone, thank you so much for your patience and thank you for calling. Welcome to the conversation.
You know what? You are just something spectacular.
Well, thank you.
I don't know who I am, but you always chime in to the famous of the famous. Hey, Brother George, I'm not just saying this to bother you up or try to, act like I wouldn't say it. I'm speaking from my heart, my brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for just speaking truth to power when you speak. I want to thank you for, all of the folks who moved on to glory, Red Fox, and all of them.
Moto Ray, Jackie Mones, maybe all of them.
Hey, George, I'm getting tongue-tied because, man, you are truly, brother, one of our, they may call you a comedian, but you are truly one of our apostles, brother, one of our prophets, one of our elders, and one of the things that you have already said, that you want to look out for the children. You want the best for the children. And seeing that's the God that's in you. So I just want to thank you, Brother George, for, I'm really meaning, for just being one of our kings, man. Black folks don't get the opportunity to really have kings that have the longevity that you have had. And I just thanking God for you, good brother. So, my love, what I wanted to share with you, I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. But I
thank you. Thank you so much, brother. You need to know something.
Hey, George, where's the place at? Because I want to try to come get a VIP ticket. And I want to take a picture with you.
You've got a deal. I will take pictures with you. And I forgot the name of the street.
It's going to be.
It's at 2031 Sansom Street. That's where Helium is located.
Okay, right. You know what? My baby brother go there all the time. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of that spot. But George, I mean it, brother. From brother to brother, from man to man, I just thank you, my brother, for being one of our heroes, one of the brothers that speak truth to power, and one of the folks that keep it real. You keep it real 100%. And thank you
so much.
Thank you, my love, for always giving me the opportunity. That's how to be with the rich and famous. Love you, George.
Love
All
you
right,
more,
now you need to
Turbo.
know something good is going to happen to you, whether you like it or not. Isn't that wonderful?
Thank you, sir. Thank
Yes. That's why I like Philly. I'm already loved, and I'm trying to share some love. And that's what laughter is about. When you stop laughing, you stop living. And that's what we're going to do when we get to Philly. We're gonna bring some laughs in your life. Laughter is healing for the soul.
See that? There's some truth. That's nothing but truth right there, family. Did you hear that? That's a prescription, by the way. Okay.
That's why I have the title doctor. People
And
feel much better when they come to my show and Marsha's show than they do when they leave the doctor's office.
wait, first of all, I cannot believe when I saw that you and Marsha were first of all, I couldn't believe you were coming. Then when I saw that she was coming as well, I mean, just ecstatic that the two of you are coming. How did you get Marsha out?
Marsha is she lives here in Las Vegas also, and I love her. Like I said, when I hit the Comedy Store back in 1976, Marsha Warfield was standing there to greet me. She's supposed to be on this program, but I bet you she forgot. She thought 7 p.m. meant 7 p.m. our time.
She probably did.
Yeah, 'cause she's
I
supposed to be
thought she
with
was
us.
joining us. I thought she was. I wanted to congratulate her and show her some love, and but I thought she forgot. But you know what? That's all right. I'm going to ask Niall if he can. Oh, he doesn't have Marsha's number.
I do, and I don't know how to call another line, but maybe she can do it now. Maybe she can do it tomorrow with you. I'll call and ask her,
You can call you can call her and ask because we would love to have her. We would love to have her. Wait, Malcolm shares he's still thinking about you in the flick, A Rage in Harlem. And Diana shares, I love George Wallace and I like cussing. Okay.
Well, thank you, sir. You're making me feel good before I get to Philly. I'm not going to even have to have the barbecue. There's so much love there when I say I'll just eat some ice cream. I'll tell you one thing I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to eat no cream cheese. I can tell you that. I don't want no cream cheese.
I don't want the cream cheese or the cottage cheese. You can have all of it. You can have all of it. Wait, Malcolm. Yeah, you can have all of that. All of that. All
what does cottage cheese taste like? Is that old cheese?
Oh, it looks like old cheese to me. It looks like curdled milk. Like is that
what it is? I think that's
what
what
it is.
Look at
that. And there you have it. There you have it. Well, no, that does not look appetizing to me. So clearly, you see, I did no research into cottage cheese because I stopped at the appearance of it. So,
well, you got a store in Philadelphia called Wawa.
Yes.
And they got a hot dog. I hope they still have the hot dog there. I don't like to eat street hot dogs, but
George, Wawa now has everything you could possibly imagine. Do you hear me? They've got pizza. They've got what? Now I haven't had any of that. First, I'm hooked on their soups. I eat soup year round.
You eat soup from a gas station?
Wawa, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I will proudly say it again. Their chicken noodle soup is the best.
Let me ask you a question. I've gone to some places that have chicken noodle soup and there's no chicken in it.
Not Wawa. Not Wawa.
It's good. I want me some chicken noodle soup now.
Oh, it is good. And it's like I would make it. It's good. It's good. They're chicken noodle soup, and they have 3 soups that I like. They have an Italian wedding, a chicken noodle, and a chicken corn chowder. All 3.
Chicken? Really?
What?
They got crackers? Do they got crackers too? They got crackers.
They do have crackers, but I don't even eat them. I eat the soup. I don't even need them with this. What? Oh, George. Oh, see, I've got something for you. I'm going to bring you some soups. Even if you just taste.
I'll eat it on stage. You don't know me, do you? I'll eat it right there on stage.
I can bring you some soup. You can say this woman brought me soup. Yes, I am. I'm going to
You brought me some cold soup.
Cold soup. Oh my goodness. Wait, Willie May Hamer, hey there, is checking in. Yes, Las Vegas is hot. I was there for 7 days and it was so hot. I stood near a trash can and it felt like it was on fire. But I love George Wallace.
It is so hot here. I went to the ice house today. They had to turn the air conditioning. They had to turn the air conditioning on in the ice house. What do you call that? Hot ice?
Yes.
It was melting. The hot ice was melting.
Shut up, but keep talking.
No. You know I lie. I just make up stuff.
I was going to say, wait, with the ice house, what are you doing at the ice house, George?
It's hot. You have to go there to cool off. Like people go to gas station to get gas. You go to the ice house to get cool air.
So, George, let me ask you this. You shared that you wanted to be a comedian since you were 6. You knew at the age of 6 that this is what I want to do. which now that does not surprise me. But here we are in 2024, and you have made not only a career, but a long-standing career of being a comedian. Like how was it that you honed your craft? How did you find, what is it, like your style? How did you identify what your style is? I know there's like with comedy, there's a difference. You have to find your niche. You have to,
I honor my essence. I get up and I love to show people what I do. And I like to talk about what's happening in real life. Like right now, I'm doing a bit about everything is a lie, no matter what. It's all based on a lie because we grew up with lies. You know this for a fact, and sometimes I talk about it on the stage, and then some of the most African Americans know this. When we were kids, our parents lied to us, and they told us not to drink coffee because coffee make you black. We can go through a whole lot of things like that, how our parents just lied to us, and just driving in the street, where you call it the steam coming out of the ground. My daddy would tell us the devil cooking dinner, all kind of lies. In the church, people lie. And another thing about you want to hear some good lies, you need to go to a black funeral. It's based on all lies. Carol, have you ever been to a black funeral? I was thinking about this the other day. Ain't nobody ever went to hell. I don't care what the black person did. They could have shot 3 people. Ain't no black person ever went to hell.
No, they don't. And they won't. They don't. No.
And I know my Uncle Bo, he was drunk every day. He was a wife abuser. He did everything you're not supposed to do. But in that church, that preacher stood there and told a lie until his health failed him. Now, Uncle Bo going to hell. That's the bottom line.
Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
I'm going to tell the truth. And stop giving people 2 minutes at these funerals. Black people have 2 minutes at the funeral. You know you got a lot of lies to tell.
Listen, can we start that? Can we start that right now? Let's eliminate that 2-minute rule, because we've got a lot more to say than in 2 minutes.
They're planning my funeral now. I went to Norman Lear's funeral on Saturday. Norman Lear, he's the guy that created Good Times and all those TV shows. And it was really good. And I'm going to play a song at my funeral. It's Stevie Wonder, As Until the Day That You.
Yes,
it was so good, Carol. I said, they're going to play that at night. And they had a guy singing, and he sounded just like Stevie Wonder. And the drapes went up, and there was a choir.
Oh yeah, that would have taken me over the top. It
amazing?
Really would have. No, so first, I love that song. It just emotes. It causes you to emote so much. It just
yes.
So I would. I love that song.
So everybody does, and I go to church with Stevie. So and we go to Los Angeles Church of God in Christ.
First of all, I can't see the two of you together in one room, because he's nothing but a prankster. He's a jokester. Let me tell you what he did. I was standing when I met him. Bernard Bell introduced me to him. Regina Bell's brother, who may he rest in peace.
Right.
Bernard introduced me to Stevie Wonder. And he says, yeah, he's talking, blah, blah, blah. So Stevie says, well, let's take a picture together. And so we're standing to take the pictures, and Stevie keeps saying, stop looking at her. Stop looking at my woman. Stop looking at I see you looking at my woman. While we're standing here trying to take this picture, which was it was so cute. It was so cute, but he
is crazy.
He's a prankster.
He's crazy. Now, I used to do a joke about him many years ago, and I would tell the people that Stevie would come to church every Sunday 20 minutes late, right? And I told him, and I had dinner, and I said, Stevie, you got to stop coming in this service every Sunday morning 20 minutes late. And then I told him, and you don't need no front row seat, no way, because they used to make way for him to get a front seat, right? So everybody in Los Angeles knew I did the joke. So one day I'm in church, and Stevie's sitting next to me. Bishop Blake gets up. He says, Stevie, George Wallace is sitting next to you. And Stevie starts swinging, and I start ducking. And Stevie starts swinging, and I start ducking, and the church went crazy.
Oh my goodness!
He's so much fun.
He is. Oh, he started swinging. You know what? In church, no less.
In church too. And it's a big church. It's just like theater. And Stevie was supposed to come to Las Vegas and had done some comedy at my show. He never made it, but he is so good. I went to his quite a few of his last songs in the key of life. Did you go to that?
Yes, I did.
Concert?
Yes, I did. First of all, that's a once in a lifetime experience. You don't miss Stevie Wonder in concert. Like that's a once in a lifetime.
Me and my best friend Jerry Seinfeld, we flew to Atlanta. I wanted to see him in my hometown, and one of the little kids, 18 years old, says, "Why is everybody crying?" I said, You just don't know.
You just exactly. You just don't know.
You
know what? I've read that you and Jerry Seinfeld were best friends, and that you, while you were honing your craft, as a matter of fact, I believe that's how it read, that you all shared. You were living with Jerry, or you guys had.
We started the same day, same time, and I can't get rid of his ass. We are still best friends to this day. I'm surprised he hasn't called and interrupted us. But that's my best friend.
Goodness. Yes, I did. You know what?
So I'm the George. When you watch this, I'm the George that was a real roommate for 13 years and all of that stuff. And I was best man in his wedding.
Well, I did.
And I always like to lie. I'm the father of his kids also.
That's how close we are. You said that's how good of a friend we are to one another. You're even the father of his kids. George, I can't. Family, listen, it's time for us to take another commercial break, but don't you fret. George is not leaving us just yet. We have him for just a few more moments. But if you have just joined us, welcome. We are so happy to have you here. Welcome to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. You're just tickled. You are comical. Family, the phone lines are going to remain open. You know that because you're invited to every conversation. And continue to comment on our socials if you choose to do so. I'll do my best to read your comments aloud. But whatever you do, don't go anywhere because we're coming right back. Stay with us.
Word.
Until people come before profit. Until all energy is clean. Until the wild is truly free. Earth Justice will never rest. Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the planet and its people for nearly 50 years. Earth Justice has 150 full-time lawyers fighting in court for our planet's future and representing all clients free of charge. No one fights more cases on the environment than Earth Justice. And we win because these are fights we cannot lose. Until justice stands for all, Earth Justice will never rest. If you share our restless spirit and want to commit to fighting for a just and equitable future for everyone, go to earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the Earth needs a good lawyer.
If you're worried about losing your health insurance through Medicaid, we have great news for you. New government regulations have expanded the Affordable Care Act, and now you may qualify to get health insurance for you and your family through the Affordable Care Act. Call now to learn if you qualify. We know the healthcare regulations regarding Medicaid, and we've helped thousands of people find quality, affordable health insurance. Plus, all our research is free to you. So call us. With just one call, we'll shop from hundreds of different insurance companies to find you the right affordable health insurance plan. So if you're worried about losing your Medicaid insurance, call right now. Speak with a licensed agent and find how you may qualify for a new health insurance plan.
800-275-7851. 800-275-7851. 800-275-7851. That's 800-275-7851. Paid for by the Health Insurance Hotline.
What is love?
You're listening to Love and Life on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
I think I know what love is.
And we are back. Welcome back to Love and Life with Carol Riddick and Dr. George Wallace right here on WURD. I'm going to go to our socials because I see, family, that you are commenting. Yes, I do. Ayatunde is checking in. Hi there, Love Light. It's so good to have you join us. And Joanne Dorman is checking in as well. And she shares Dwight's Barbecue is near Germantown and Erie Avenue. Well, thank you. All right, we've got to get George some barbecue. And Willie Mae Hamer, hi there, love bug, shares, they sure did tell us we couldn't drink coffee and to not wear red. Well, what's wrong with red? What in heaven?
They had a lot of stupid stuff, people. They lied.
What? They did lie. Wait a minute. Oh, now, Gary, hi there, Love Light. Gary Jones shares, nobody pays attention to the 2-minute rule at funerals anyway. So, and we shouldn't, Gary. We shouldn't. Come on now. We have a lot of love to express in that moment. And
I
Malcolm
think you
shares,
should celebrate at funerals. I think you should have a good time. And I do think you should tell lies and keep people laughing. Don't you think so?
Well, now the lies. It depends on the lies, George. It depends on the lies. But Malcolm shares he heard that about Stevie too, that Stevie likes to cut up. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And Willie shares, I love your church and Bishop Blake.
Thank you so much. We love you too. And Carol, if you ever come out to Los Angeles, you must attend our church and you will feel at home. We're good people.
I absolutely must.
We're kind of uppity though. We're kind of uppity sanctified people.
Oh, see, wait now. I don't do the uppity now. Y'all bougie. Y'all bougie, George.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, see you. Well, wait. I thought it was about lies. I thought we were in the season of lies.
Well, no. Well, if you don't hear a lie in church, you ain't at the right church. What's the first thing Bishop Blake says when he walk up in the pulpit? I won't be long. I won't. Just flat out.
That the first. How about that? How about that, George? How about that?
So I always talk about the church, and the people go crazy. So we're going to do it at Helium this weekend. We're going to talk about the church and how much fun we have in the church. And I noticed when I started noticing telling jokes, they used to say the doors of the church are open. Mm-hmm. When I was like 6 years old, I would actually turn around and go like,
"No, they aren't.
The doors are not open."
No, they aren't. No, they aren't. Family, I want to piggyback off of what Dr. George Wallace just said. He and Marsha Warfield both will be at Helium Comedy Club this July 5th and July 6th for 2 shows each night. Now, Helium is located at 2031 Sansom Street, right here in Philadelphia. I want to make sure you know that Helium Comedy Club.
And it's a good club. They got good food there too. And a lot of people have not been out since COVID. Did you know that? But now is the time to come out. And I still wear my mask sometimes. You know, it's for your protection. Yeah, but it's you need laughter in your life. Come on out, and it's an early show, and the late show is at 9:30, so you can't beat that.
Oh, you can't. Oh no, you can't. You can't beat that. 2 shows each night, July 5th and July 6th. One question. What would you say is different nowadays about doing stand-up comedy than I'd say 10 years ago?
Well, you know, now it's all of the PC, but I never gone by that because of my personality. I say exactly what I want to say. That's the way you say it. I'll never embarrass anybody. And I told you I cuss now. I cuss in a way. I met a guy named Waka Flocka Flame. Oh. So I don't cuss, but don't you think Waka Flocka? Waka Flocka, that's close enough? That's what I say sometimes when the bishop walk up in the pulpit. I said, look at this Waka Flocka. So I will be cussing. And every one of you Waka Flockers that are listening right now, you better be at that Helium Comedy Club on Sampson. Okay? Sampson. You better be there Friday, Saturday. Helium.com, comedy, heliumcomedy.com. You'll find it.
Wait, I was about to say, don't you?
Google Helium. If you know how to spell helium, half the people, watch me get in trouble. Half the people in Philadelphia don't know how to spell helium.
This is Helium Comedy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to put, look, oh, see, you're teasing me too. So what I did, family, was put the link in the chat on our socials. I just posted the link to Helium Comedy Club for George Wallace and Marsha Warfield for their shows. Yes, the link is specific to George Wallace and Marsha Warfield. Okay, at Helium Comedy Club, they will be there both July 5th and July 6th. Helium is located.
2 days in a row. Now,
that's right, and 2 shows each night.
I'm going to church Sunday. I'm a preacher on Sunday. I make me some real money.
Well, oh, Lord. No lies.
I got my own church, and I started blinking like Joel Osteen. Have you received the message today?
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, don't do that, George. Don't you do it. Wait, what times are the shows again? You said 7?
6 o'clock and 9:30.
Oh, 6 and 9:30.
7 o'clock and 9:30. One of the two. 7 o'clock and 9:30. You know, I'll be there, and Marsha will be there before I get there. Well, we might go together, but it's going to be good.
So this is what I'm going to do because I want to get Marsha to come and visit with us too, because I want to show her some love. I just love Marsha too. So I'm going to see if Marsha can't come to visit with us this week as well.
You got a deal. And I will call her as soon as I finish talking to you and say, Marsha, Carol is looking for you and you're in big trouble until you call her.
You tell her. That's right. You tell her.
You got a deal.
Exactly how you say it. No,
and
you know what?
Guest opener, and we have a guest opener too. You're going to be surprised. Yeah. Lorenzo Vance.
Oh, see, this is all kinds of fun. Oh, see, this is all kinds of fun.
And it's people too. You know what? It's grown folks. It's a lot of grown folks. But what I'm getting is young people, hip hoppers and gangbangers. They're bringing their mothers and fathers out, and they've never seen their mother and father laugh. And it's awesome to see the young people and the old people laughing together. Hip hoppers, gangbangers, we just have fun. And I talk about all of the music and the hip hop. What do you call them, the rappers, I talk about them and we have fun. I talk about Patti LaBelle, I talk about everybody.
Now, you can't talk about Auntie. Don't talk about Auntie.
Matter of fact, I tell her all the time, I just did a show with her. We went to the White House together last week. I
was there with her, and I was just with her yesterday.
You weren't at the White House?
Yes,
you didn't say her own?
Yeah, what? I didn't see you, George. I was at the White House with her. I was right there with her.
Was she nice or what? Did she look good or what?
No, she looks stunningly beautiful all the time.
And then we did a cruise together.
Yes, you just did that.
Yeah, I was on stage dancing with her.
See, if I had told her, I didn't even tell her you were coming on the show tonight because I was at her house yesterday. I was just with her, so I would have told her that I was going to talk with you today. She would have screamed. You better bring me one of those. Don't tell her because I haven't had the sweet potato pie yet. But I talk about it. I talk about it all the time. Thank you so much. I'm going to talk about that at the club. Patty is from Philadelphia. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when after the show is over tonight, I'm going to text her and send her some love from you. That's what I'm going to do.
And somebody better send me what? Barbecue and sweet potato pie.
Lord. So wait a minute now. I know people are specific with their barbecue. Do you like, beef, pork? You like what do you like?
I like it all. I don't really think it's the meat.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the sauce. I had barbecue ribs yesterday, and after I finished eating the meat, I dipped the bone in the sauce. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Carol, you don't know this because you're not old enough, but when we were kids, we would take a slice of light bread. I'm from Georgia, so we're country, right? Light bread. And just dip it. Slice of white bread, just dip it in the sauce. That was the secret, right? The secret is in the sauce.
The secret is in the sauce.
And down south, they put lemon in the barbecue sauce, and they put the vinegar and or mustard, and it's all good. In Texas, they use more of a smoked flavor, but it's good everywhere. And the barbecue is good. Korea has good barbecue. Germany has good barbecue. I've been all over the world.
I was about to say, you are the barbecue connoisseur.
I love it. I love it.
So I know who to ask. You are the barbecue connoisseur.
My biggest joke, and I got it from the Rib Crib when it was open on Germantown Avenue. I like barbecue. I like to go to a barbecue place where somebody just got shot. That's why I came up with That's why I came up with the joke.
George,
at the Rib Crib, it's just like you just step over the body.
What? No.
I know one thing. I ain't getting out this line. I can tell you that.
That's when you know it's good. That's when you know it's good. You said, listen, none of that has anything to do with me.
And they come pick up the body, and guess what? They come pick up the body. Guess what? They pick up a little bag to go to.
You said, just get my order right. That's all I'm saying. Get my order right. George, just thank you so much. Thank you for coming to visit with us and to spend some time with us. We hope you'll come back. Will you come back to visit with us?
I'll come back with you anytime. Anytime you're doing anything and you just want to talk and chat. I love talking. I love communicating. And I love keeping people happy. And we can talk about some of the issues of the day, okay? One thing I want to talk about is VOTE. VOTE. If you got to do anything this year, you got to do what, Carol?
We better vote. Vote. Vote.
She's adamant about this. Vote. You better vote.
Yes. You heard it, right? Did you hear it? I put a little bass in there too. Did you hear it? Did you feel it?
Do it again.
Vote. Did you feel it that time?
I felt it. You better vote.
Because I mean it. No, I mean it, George. I mean
it. And we can make a difference. And we will make it. I still think we're going to be all right. Carol.
Yes. Well, wait a minute. Malcolm's commenting. Malcolm said yes. And he saw the video about Project 2025. We have to vote blue to block this awful plan. You hear that?
Blue. Let's go blue. Georgia blue, Vegas blue. It's going to be blue everywhere. California blue. Oof. It's going to be good.
It's gonna be real good. Vote. And before you vote, go to Helium Comedy Club on July 5th and July 6th. There are 2 shows each night, one at 7, one at 9:30. Both nights, you got to go to see George Wallace and Marsha Warfield.
And I got to say this to you. If you feel like coming out, Carol, come out with your friends and we're going to take care of you. You don't have to pay to see George Wallace. Everybody else in Philly, you got to pay. Don't come with her.
George, let me tell you how I was buying my ticket, and then I realized I won't be here. I got to work this weekend.
Are you crazy? But you still don't have to work at night, do you?
Yes. Well, see, George, what you don't know me as a vocalist. I fly out. I'll have to fly out to sing this.
Are you serious?
I was singing with Aunt Patty. That's why you didn't see me. I was singing with her. I'm going to send you a picture. I'll send.
Are you crazy?
Yes, I am. I keep telling you for the third time.
God bless you. I love you even more. I love you even more.
Well, I love
you. Is it who's on the board with you?
Who on what board?
There's nobody with you. There's somebody else who's saying hello. Who's the guy in the blue?
Oh, no. Oh, Nick. He's the producer of our show. Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Yes, so I do the show remotely. Nick is at the station so that everybody on the airwaves can hear us.
That's cool. You mean everybody in Philadelphia can hear us right now?
Everybody around the world can hear us.
Fan me with a brick.
Yeah. Shut up and keep talking, George. Listen.
I'll see you Friday. Come do the show Friday. Do it live Friday down at the club Saturday.
See what I wouldn't love. I would love it. Family, listen. I just thank you so much for spending time with me and George. But guess what? We've got a whole nother hour for you. George has got to run, but you will see him July 5th and July 6th, 2 shows each at Helium Comedy Club. Yes, I did put the link in the chat, philadelphia.heliumcomedy.com. That's right. Go get your tickets so you can see George and Marsha. George, we'll see you next time. Family, stay with us. We got a commercial break.
Appreciate you more. God bless you. And once again, I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. See ya.
The job search can be a difficult and frustrating process. Word's Livelihood Initiative was designed to help you find the right opportunity for your next professional move. Check out these recent openings posted on the Livelihood job board at wordworks.com. The Public Health Management Corporation is hiring for exciting roles, including a medical director and registered nurses. For more information on these jobs and others, go to wordworks.com and learn more about the Livelihood Initiative. Brought to you by Word Radio, progressive Black Talk Media.
We gather together in communities across the nation to remember and honor, to celebrate and support, to light the night. Join us as we lift our lanterns high. Join us. We are the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and when we walk, cancer runs. Join us as we light the night. Find your local event at lightthenight.org.
Until people come before profit. Until all energy is clean. Until the wild is truly free. Earth Justice will never rest. Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the planet and its people for nearly 50 years. Earth Justice has 150 full-time lawyers fighting in court for our planet's future and representing all clients free of charge. No one fights more cases on the environment than Earth Justice. And we win because these are fights we cannot lose. Until justice stands for all, Earth Justice will never rest. If you share our restless spirit and want to commit to fighting for a just and equitable future for everyone, go to earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
If you're worried about losing your health insurance through Medicaid, we have great news for you. New government regulations have expanded the Affordable Care Act. And now you may qualify to get health insurance for you and your family through the Affordable Care Act. Call now to learn if you qualify. We know the healthcare regulations regarding Medicaid, and we've helped thousands of people find quality, affordable health insurance. Plus, all our research is free to you. So call us. With just one call, we'll shop from hundreds of different insurance companies to find you the right affordable health insurance plan. So if you're worried about losing your Medicaid insurance, call right now. Speak with a licensed agent and find how you may qualify for a new health insurance plan.
800-275-7851. 800-275-7851. 800-275-7851. That's 800-275-7851. Paid for by the Health Insurance Hotline.
Celebrating Black excellence worldwide and bringing joy and power to the people. This is WURD 900 AM and 96.1 FM, Philadelphia. Streaming online on wordradio.com and the Word Radio app.
Let me tell you something, and don't you ever forget it. Success is nothing without someone you love to share it with.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
Well, hey there, family. Welcome back. Welcome to the top of the second hour of Love and Life with yours truly, Carol Riddick, right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. When I tell you, you see me, you probably see every tooth in my mouth. I'm sure you do. I just love George to pieces. I do. He tickles me. He really does. I think he's just so much fun. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation with him. But guess what? In this hour, we have another love light for you to meet. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Her name is Meredith Bell. And you know, right here at Love and Life, we talk about everything with focus on love, okay? Love is in everything we talk about. Well, she is a wedding coordinator. Let me tell you this. She's a wedding coordinator with DC-based and Black woman-owned The Coordinated Collective. You see, I had to sit up to say it. I had to sit up. And she excels in the field of wedding coordination. Well, she's here to talk with us about it all. So, family, I welcome you to the conversation with the one and only Meredith Bell. Hello there, beautiful.
Hello, Carol. How are you?
I will not complain. Ain't no need, right? Ain't no need.
I mean, after you have a guest like that, after George, I mean, you can't complain, right? Y'all were in here cutting up.
He is a mess, okay? He is a hot mess.
He's so funny. He's so funny. I was over here, I was waiting in the chat just cackling when he was talking about going to the barbecue and stepping over the body to get the best barbecue.
George.
Come on now, George.
Okay, he is a mess. He is such a mess. But I love it. I just love it. He truly is one of my favorites. Like I said to him, I said, George, now I love you, and I don't throw that out. I don't throw that around now. If I say it, I mean it. You better not. You had better not. And I do. But I always have. I've listened to him for years. I just love him. But I want to talk about you in this hour. I want to talk about you and all that you do. First of all, just welcome once again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It is a pleasure. Now, listen, I don't know. I know so little about what a wedding coordinator does.
Sure.
I said, I'm anxious to have this conversation because I want to find out what exactly. Now, I know sometimes you are like the coordinator, and then sometimes you are like you assist as well, or there are different roles that you'll play.
Mm-hmm.
I know that exists, but I couldn't tell you what that means. So I'm going to ask you if you could first share with our family members just a little about you, from where you come and all that good stuff.
Of course. So I'm originally from Richmond, Virginia. I've been here in Philly for the past 14 years. I moved back here in 2010. I absolutely love it. I've been with the Coordinated Collective since 2019. So basically, when you talk about wedding coordination, we are a day of coordination service. And day of is more like a catch-all. It's more like the previous months prior leading up to the wedding. So the easiest way that I can explain it is that we are the stage managers for the show. So when a couple comes to us, they have done most of the lead work, right? They've booked their vendors, they have their venue, their catering, everybody already lined up. And then when they come to us, they're like, hey, we don't want to work on our wedding day. Please help. And so we are the help. We serve as the day of contact. We help them with their timelines and make sure that the vision for their wedding is executed and that they can just sit back, relax, and enjoy their special day.
That's a whole lot. That's a lot. And when I was married, I'd created a binder. And so I had a binder as it pertained to whatever it was, everything. I had sleeves. So whatever it was, everything pertaining to whatever that topic or subject or issue or whatever it was in that sleeve. Everything. I was meticulous with it. So because I was doing my own wedding at the time, I cannot imagine how you all get through doing it when this is what you do. Now, mind you, you get through it because this is what you do. But I don't know how you do it so effortlessly when, you go from one to the other. It's not as if this is one and done. If it's one and done, like, oh, okay, she put her all into this, but you do this one and then that one and then the
over
list goes on and
over and over again.
And you make it happen, though. You make it happen. That is a level of stress that I wouldn't wish on anybody.
Well, that's the thing. The couple doesn't want to be the one stressing, so that's why they hire us to take the bulk of the stress away from them. So we're the ones stressing the day of.
That's what I'm talking about. I would not wish that level of stress on anybody, because not only are you dealing with whatever tasks the bride and groom have asked you to deal with, but you're dealing with the bride and groom as well.
Right.
So that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. Because I'm listen. Now I know I don't do what you do, but they made a whole TV show out of bridezillas, so I know they exist.
They did. They did.
They did. Oh my God! So did you always want to go into the wedding coordinating business?
So it's funny, and you had mentioned being married previously. So I actually just got married back in October.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And my husband and I are actually both divorcees. So been around the block, spin around the block one more time. Why not? And when I was planning my first marriage, I was the one, hence why I'm divorced. I was the one doing the bulk of the work, right? And the funny part about it was my now ex-husband was from London. So I actually got married over in England.
Okay.
So there's a lot of red tape that goes into that. You have to deal with the home office. You have to get a marriage visitor visa, all these things that you have to do. And in doing so, I feel like that was the spark that really kind of set me off to being like, oh, okay, so this is what it takes to plan a wedding. Like, oh, I could do this. Now, if you can plan a wedding all the way from 3,000 miles away from another country, you can absolutely do it back home. And so I was living in Maryland for a little while, and the owner and founder of the Coordinated Collective, JL, is actually a former college classmate of mine.
Oh, nice.
And so when I was living down there for a little bit, she hit me up and was like, hey girl, so I have this coordination business. Do you want to hop on like 1 or 2 weddings, see if you like it, just kind of something on the side. Right. And I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? I did my first wedding. And honestly, Carol, it was just like a light bulb went off. Just like, oh, this is great. I can absolutely do this. This is wonderful. And I've been hitting the ground running ever since.
I love that. I love that. You said, oh, please. I got this in my sleep. I love this.
Mhm.
I love this. And so now I understand that there's a difference though between a wedding coordinator and a wedding planner, right?
Mhm.
What is the
Yes.
difference between the two?
So a planner basically does everything for the couple. So they work with the couple from day dot, say, hey, we set a date. We're going to handle everything else from here. So they work very closely with the couple to make sure that they're staying on budget. But when it comes to everything else, they're the ones planning it. So they book the venue, they book the caterer, they do everything on behalf of the couple. Whereas a coordinator is more so, hey, you guys have done the big work. You've done the venue, you've done the catering, you've booked your photographer, videographer, so on and so forth. And now once you have everybody that you need for the wedding, then you come to us and say, hey, I'm done. I don't want to do anything else. Like, you got it. And so we work very closely with the couple. So whereas a planner works probably about a year out, and sometimes more time of leading up into the wedding day, coordinators are more so, I'd say, about 3 to 4 months prior to. Some within 30 days. I personally don't like doing 30 days. I like to have a little bit more time with the couple to build that rapport with them. So usually about 3 to 4 months out is when we start working with them.
So the day of the coordinator is the contact. Is that what?
That's correct.
So you all are the ones that put out all the fires because there's always something. Yeah, no, there's a fire. Now, don't misunderstand me, family, because I want you to hear me out first. I don't want anyone to be upset with me. But listen, at every wedding, there's something, and it could just be a small fire, but there's always a fire. There's always something. Always. And
every single wedding.
Don't misunderstand me. When I say a small fire, it's a small fire to me because it's not my wedding day. But to the person who's getting married, even the smallest thing is big. It's huge. Like, so for my wedding, I wanted, and I had photos, I had pictures of everything that I wanted when I went to hire people to tell them what I wanted, blah, blah, blah. So my bouquet, all I wanted was baby's breath. I wanted bunches and bunches. I wanted a huge bouquet of baby's breath, but I wanted it wrapped in satin. And I wanted these pins. Now I can tell you right now, I had the whole idea, had it drawn out. And I said, whatever you do, I'm telling you, this is what I'm asking for. This is what I want. But whatever you do, if you have to go with anything else, I do not have a problem because I love flowers. So I don't care. If you have to go with anything else, I have no problem, no issue. Just do not ever give me tulle, please. I don't like tulle. Don't like tulle. I just don't like tulle. I don't like tulle.
I don't either.
Don't like tulle. And can I tell you, there wasn't a stitch of satin on that.
Child.
It was none of my tulle. And it wasn't even my color.
Oh no, that's even worse.
All I could do, I said, okay. So I said, well, if this is the worst thing, that's how I had to talk to myself. I had to check myself because when I saw it, I freaked out.
Right.
But then I said, if this is all there is, then you're good.
If that's the worst thing,
you can carry a tool, whatever.
Trust me, I have put out way harder fires than a tulle bouquet. I think,
right.
That's
what I'm saying. And I'm saying too, because of my temperament, like I was able to check myself, but some people in that moment, some people don't want to. And I get that too. Like, look, this is my day. I'm only doing this once. I asked for this. I want, I understand that's real. I am not justifying it because we should all lead with love. So that's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that I do understand that moment of panic. I do understand being caught in that emotion.
Yeah.
Because you've got a whole lot of emotions hitting you at one time.
At one time. Yeah. And there are so many factors when it comes to any sort of event planning, but weddings specifically. Now, when you come, I come from a background where, events are my thing. I've done birthdays, I've done like corporate events and that sort of thing. And I feel like with weddings, there's that emotional factor that you don't see in any sort of other event that you may have or plan. And so you really have to watch out for not only your client, right? Bridegroom, spouses, whatnot, but then you have family members, you have bridal party members, you have guests, you know, who all are coming in and they have a difference in opinion of the way that things can go. So not only could you potentially be putting out fires with the bride and groom, but there's also mom's not happy, like maid of honor has something to say. So it's a lot. I have definitely butted heads with quite a few people in my day, but as long as my client is happy, then that's my main focus.
You're the buffer.
Yeah.
You become the punching bag on that day.
I sure am.
Because like you said, I mean, because there's first of all, there's someone's going to have an issue. Someone's going to be disgruntled about something, and they can't go to, they better not go to the bride or groom.
No.
So it's got to be you, which is hard. But how do you, okay, you've got to have some like what do you call it? Some techniques that you've got to have some meditation techniques that you
Right. Well, I don't drink on the job, so that's definitely not that's not a factor. We're not doing that. So honestly, I feel like the biggest thing that I have to remember is that it's not about me. That's the biggest thing that I will tell either like just myself in my head, or I'll tell my associates that come on site with me, like, hey, it's not about us. You know, no matter if I come in and like we've been planning this for 2 months now. I've been in talks with the venue manager. I've sent out the timeline. I've sent out the layout. Everybody knows the things that are supposed to be done. And then I come in and everything's wrong. I don't have time to get mad. That's really what it boils down to. I don't have time to have emotions or feelings about what is incorrect in the day. At that point, it's like, all right, what's wrong? How can we fix it? And make sure that we do it under the bride and groom's nose so that they don't notice. Carol, I'll tell you, I just had a wedding back in earlier this month, and my client was also a college classmate of mine. And so again, you're dealing with that emotional factor as well. So this was one of the ones where like, all right, I got to get this one right. Right. So I walk in, and the particular venue had a very quick turnaround from when vendor load-in is allowed. So a lot of your venues will allow like 3 to 4 hours prior to. This one, an hour and a half prior to ceremony, an hour and a half. So very quick turnaround, not a lot of room for error. So I come in, and now mind you, like I said, I've had the conversation with the venue manager. We've been back and forth with emails. They know exactly the way that things are supposed to go. They know exactly how many chairs are supposed to go at each table, so on and so forth, right? When I tell you, I walked in and they had already set up the chairs for the ceremony. They were facing the wrong way. All the chairs, all 100 chairs were facing the wrong way for the ceremony. And the DJ was unable to set up the way that they had it because like he didn't have like access to power and that sort of thing. So I had to tell my staff, all right, we have to turn all of these chairs around, and we have to do it within 10 minutes because our guests are about to get here. So, and do you know those chairs got turned around?
I bet they did. Oh, I know they did. I know they did. Oh, I know they did. Yeah, that wasn't even a thought in my process. I know they did.
Had to.
I was just about to. They had to. Like there was no alternative. They had to. See, and it's things like that though. But see, again, now to me, that's a small thing because it's not my wedding. When it's your wedding, oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like I don't, that's a freak out moment.
Yeah.
That's a huge freak out moment. This is what I'm saying. Like you are the buffer.
Yeah.
You're the one who takes all the punches. So now, and then you've got to go ahead and get on your staff. Like I'm chop, because this has to be done like
there it is. There it is. Come on. We ain't got time for it. Let's go.
There's no time for anything else. Turn a chair. Turn a chair. Like,
you better turn that chair.
Let's get them situated. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so That's what I'm saying. I don't wish the amount of stress that you deal with on anybody. On anybody. I cannot imagine. And having done some event coordination myself, nothing like what you do. But I overstand when
You
I
overstand.
overstand.
Okay, listen.
Woo! Family. Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have just joined us, you are tuned in to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We are talking with Meredith Bell. She is the lead coordinator of the Coordinated Collective. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. You say, what is that? Well, I'm going to tell you. It is a Black woman owned, okay, wedding coordination. Well, you know what? You all do more than coordinate weddings, though, right?
No, our focus is on weddings.
Okay. Well, I mean, there need not be more, but I wanted to make sure.
Okay.
There need not be more.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, that's more than enough. But I just wanted to make sure I was providing the right information. So that's what I wanted to do. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Family. You know that the phone lines are open, but I'm going to remind you, okay? Because I know some of you have questions. Like I said, I knew so little about being a wedding coordinator, and I still have questions. I know you do too. So for those of you that have questions and you want to ask them, give us a call. You can do that by dialing 215-634-8065, or you can call us toll free. 1-866-361-0900. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you can feel free to type your comment, suggestion, or whatever it is on our socials, and I will do my best to read it aloud. You might be thinking, well, I don't really want to be on the air. You don't have to. You can call us and you can say it's Nick, and then Nick can tell us. Okay. You can do that too. I know you're saying, Carol, you're crazy. Yes, I am, but it's all right. What we're going to do in this moment, we're going to take a short commercial break. Yes, we are. And when we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with Meredith Bell. So stay with us because we are coming right back.
Make sure you check out Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton, Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on WURD, 900 AM and 96.1 FM. Progressive Black Talk Media. Streaming online at wordradio.com, on social, and on the Word Radio app.
I never considered myself to be a heavy drinker. At first, I only drank with friends, then to get through the day. I hit rock bottom when I realized I was choosing alcohol over my family. That's when I made the call. With my doctor's help, I was diagnosed with alcohol use disorder. Now, I'm getting to the root of my addiction and finding better ways to cope.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Make wearing your seatbelt part of your daily routine.
I can't start my day without my cup of coffee.
We all have things in our lives that become habit. I have to check social media first thing, and then I hit the gym.
Wearing your seatbelt increases your chance of surviving a crash by 60%. Visit PennDOT.gov/safety for more information. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Want the latest in word swag? Check out the shop tab on wordradio.com. Hoodies, tees, and more in a variety of colors. It's the shop tab on wordradio.com. You can look good and show the world that you're all about Black Talk Media. We're celebrating Black influence and Black excellence worldwide on the home of progressive Black Talk Media, WURD.
What is love?
You're listening to Love and Life on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
I think I know what love is.
And we are back. Welcome back, family. Welcome back to Love and Life with Carol Riddick, right here on WURD. We are talking about love. Okay. Yes, we are. We always are, though, right? Because there's love in everything, and there should be. That's the bottom line. I do see that some of our family members have commented. Malcolm, I missed your comments when George was here, but I see them now. You are a mess. George was just he's fun. He's a funny guy. That's what he is. He's a funny guy. He's just a good guy. That's what he is. He was not Malcolm told me he's trying to holler. Hush your mouth. You hear me? I'm going to beat you with a wet noodle. Joey Dixon is checking in and he shares vote, vote, vote. I'm going to say it as many times as I can. You all are going to be sick of hearing me say vote, vote, vote. I might need to add to that. Vote blue, vote blue. No, I can't. I won't. Well, you know what? Subliminally, okay? But I'll say vote, vote, vote. That's what I'll say. That's what I will say. Malcolm shares that he would love to have Marsha come and visit with us. I'm going to see if I can get Marsha to come. She was a trip on night court. She was. She really was. Miss Lily is joining us. Yes, she is. She's sending a good evening to everybody. And we receive it. Sending one right back to you, Miss Lily. She shares about the wedding. She says there was a wedding earlier last month. Today is July 1st. She said time is swiftly moving. And she follows that up by sharing drama always occurs at weddings and funerals. And she put in all caps, facts. That is facts. Lakeisha, hi there, Love Light. Lakeisha Boston is joining us and she's sending a good evening to everybody. And Malcolm says, well, I'm going to say it. Vote blue, vote blue. I know. That's why I love my family. I love y'all. That's right. That's right. Listen, you heard me talking about Project 2025. You heard me share about that, right? You heard me. You heard me. Huh. As a matter of fact, I might share it again a little later. I don't know. It depends on how the spirit is feeling. I don't know. So let me ask you, Meredith, as a wedding coordinator, are there times where the coordinator and the wedding planner work together? Do you all work in tandem ever?
When you have a planner, there's not necessarily really a need for a coordinator and vice versa. I will say that for some instances when there is a venue coordinator for the venue, then we do work very closely with them on site. But you don't necessarily see a venue planner and a coordinator like them together.
Wait. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. I know it's a little, but I do so appreciate your patience with me and my questions.
That's all right.
What would you say are some of the more intricate details in wedding planning that are often overlooked?
Oh man. Well, there are a lot of irons in the fire. So it depends on what couple, what the couple wants, the vendors that they've hired, and so on and so forth. No couple is the same. I know that I say, you do weddings over and over again, but I feel like that's what really keeps me in it and keeps me interested is that every couple wants something different, right? So when you start to add more layers, when you start to add more vendors, when you start to add, either you have a live band and then you have this intricate floral display and then someone wants a photo booth and then they have an ice sculpture and that sort of stuff. Sometimes, you have to really think about is this really something that we want? Is it really something that's important? And I feel like as a coordinator, we try and help our couples not lose sight of that. We can guide them, right? We can't tell them what to do. So sure. That's the only thing. So when I have a couple come in and they say, "Oh, we wanted to rent a vintage car for our sparkler exit," and I'm like, "Okay, that's nice. I'm glad you can do that, but you do realize that we are 3 weeks away from the wedding, so." I will try to see if we can recommend anybody who might have availability, but I'm going to tell you it's probably going to be slim to none, right? So that's especially when it comes to your heavier seasons. Like spring is very busy, fall is incredibly busy. I have 4 weddings in September already.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so it's You know, you just have to keep in mind that, like, hey, we can try to add things, but you know, when it comes down to the wire, there's only so much that we can do.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. You already have 4, and you're going to get more because this is just July.
Yeah.
So how do you maintain? Well, you know, how do you maintain when, especially like I'm saying, that's a lot of energy, that's a lot of demands,
Mhm.
that's a lot of responsibility. I know what you're going to say. This is what I do. This is my job. But I do understand too. I mean, you know, we're all human.
Of
And
course.
I know the expectation is for you to be a fairy godmother. So it is. I know that to be true. Like what you were just saying, if a couple comes to you and says, well, we want this or what have you, they're not coming to you saying, can you? They're coming to you saying,
We
it's
are
a
going to do
statement.
this.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, it's a
Mhm.
statement. It's not a question.
Mhm.
So I know that you're expected to be the fairy godmother. So how do you maintain when you have several couples that you are accommodating?
It's all about attention to the detail. That's really
Yeah.
what I'm trying to stress. We have a whole system of keeping our clients, you know, separated and, you know, following along with their vendors and, you know, requests that we made, like my whole like email chain of like saved under the specific couple and that sort of thing. So it's a lot. I'm not going to sit here and lie. It is definitely a lot. But again, it's about being customer focused and keeping the client forward,
Sure.
being client forward, basically.
So is there ever a scenario where a couple has a wedding planner and the planner kind of hands or passes off the baton to you, like as you?
It is rare. It is
Okay.
very rare, but I have seen it. There have been some times, and again, very rare, where I personally have been assigned to a couple and things didn't work out. And so they get assigned to another coordinator.
Okay.
And so, you know, that's another thing too. Again, like I said, where, you know, that personal aspect, you know,
Sure.
comes into play, right? You have to check your attitude at the door, right?
Sure.
Again, it's not about you. And sometimes, you know, especially when it comes to something as sensitive as a wedding, right? Sometimes personalities clash and they don't work together very well. And so, again, it's something that I have to not take personal. It's just like, okay, you know, we just didn't work out. I hope that they have a wonderful wedding and you just keep it moving. But again, that is very, very rare. I've only in the 5 years that I've been doing this, I've only had it happen once.
I never even thought of that. I never considered that scenario. Never. One of our love lights has a question. Miss Lily
Sure.
shares, Sister Meredith, have you ever experienced a wedding being called off while the couple was at the altar? Ooh, or the groom not showing up? Ooh, that's another.
Oh, that's a great question. Knocking on wood, thankfully, no. I have heard horror stories, right, about that happening, but no. Thankfully, all of my couples that I have helped have seen it through. Now, afterwards, if something doesn't happen with the couple, if something happens with the couple, they get divorced. That's not my prerogative. That's not my business, you know. I'm there for the wedding, and you know, I send y'all on your way. Peace and love. So
Wow. Oh my goodness. So is it typically a case where a couple will hire you and you like scout out or curate the vendors?
So sometimes we
Okay.
have a system called our frienders, right?
Okay.
Where we have a listing of specific vendors. So like again, photography, bridal salons, DJs, bands, stationery, all sorts of different stuff, linen rentals, tables and chairs rentals. That's another one too. That's pretty that sometimes comes up last minute, right? So we have a specific list of group of people that we can recommend to our clients to say, hey, you're missing this piece. They come to us, they're like, oh man, like, dang, we didn't think about linen rentals. Like, who can we go to? And then we can say, oh, here are 4 or 5 people that you can reach out to. Let's go ahead and get that locked down.
You know, after having, like I shared, having a wedding of my own, I said, you know, people need to start having care coordinators at their wedding. Listen, I did not realize how emotional a wedding is for everybody. For the immediate, those in the immediate, like in the immediate circle of the couple, the mothers and the fathers and the step parents and I did not know all of the emotions that everybody go. Of course I had no reason. It wasn't on my purview. I had no reason to think of it, until my wedding day, and I was navigating and managing these different emotions. I said, wow, we need some care coordinators at these wedding services. That's what we need to have.
Yeah, that is a role that I have played several times, actually. That is, and when it comes to being a coordinator, again, like I say, that's why I like having that 3-4 months, because there's a trust level that is built between yourself and your couple, right? And so and this has happened before, where my bride was having like a panic attack, like right before she walks down the aisle, right? So then everyone else is lined up. There's nobody else there. Mom is already set, in the front of the aisle. So it's like, who else can she turn to, right? Like, and then I have my little emergency kit with the tissues and that sort of thing. You pull them out, and you have to, talk them off the ledge and be like, hey, we've planned this. You've got this, so on and so forth. You give them that little pep talk. So I like to say that my job is definitely like a Jill of all trades. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like, I'm in charge. Like, yes, if I'm putting out fires, but at the same time, I am like, we like to say that we're bride and groom's best friend. Like we're your wedding bestie, right? So if there's anything that you need, the day of the wedding, like we're here for you. So,
oh my goodness, you are. I'm telling you, you are the fairy godparents. That's what you are. You have to be, because as I'm saying, I'm reliving, thinking of things that had happened. Like I had a it was a I don't even know how to describe it in this moment, but it was a box and I had the lid. I carried it. It was a big box, because I had everything in it for everybody. I had tissues. I had everything that you would have. I had needles.
Oh, your little emergency box.
And it was a huge emergency box, because I had stuff for everybody. Everybody but me, but I had stuff for everybody. I had everything. I had mints for different types of mints, because different family members. I had the needle and thread. I had the different colors. I had everything. So I know you're running around with this. You've got your binder. I don't even know how you make it look pretty, because you've got to have, you've got to have everything, and it has to be cute. So
yeah, my boss bought me this big pink binder. So I have like, it's super cute. I always get compliments on it when I work weddings. They're like, oh my God, that's so cute. Yeah.
I decorated my emergency kit. My binder was, my
that's
binder
adorable.
Was my binder was flat. You would not have known it was an emergency kit. You probably would. I know people were wondering, what is that? What does she have? But my binder was fly too. You would not.
Of course it was.
It's gotta be. It better be. What? It's all about the optics. Come on now.
There it is.
It's all about optics. Our love light Joanne Kemp is joining us. Hi there, Joanne. She shares, look, I'm a little late. That's all right. Listen, you're here. She shares, if there are children to deal with, can that be a problem? Oh, see.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Just straight up. I will say, for my own wedding, it was an adults only wedding. Because again, as a planner, I already knew what it was going to be if we let the little ones in there. There was, oh man, I'm trying to think. Oh, I remember there was a specific wedding where, and I don't know if this was my company. I don't remember if I was the coordinator or if I was a guest. It was one of the two. And I'm not sure whose babies they were. Bless their hearts. But while the couple was having their first dance, the little babies were running around on the dance floor as the couple is trying to have their moment. And so the mom is trying to run around and grab the kid to like pull them back in, and they're just playing, and they're having the time of their life. They don't know what's going on, and so it is a personal choice to have children. I always tell people it really depends on what type of party you're trying to have. If you're trying to end it early, absolutely bring the babies. But if you're trying to, what what was George talking about? The Waka Flocka and all that.
Listen, George, you see George is a hot mess. You heard him.
So funny.
Oh my goodness. That's what I told him. A Waka Flocka. He said, but that's him cursing.
That's him cursing. You Waka Flocka's hilarious.
I might
Hilarious.
have that in my pocket though. I might have to.
No, you have to. You have to. But at any rate, if you're trying to have that type of vibe, if we're, representing for the 99 and 2000, you might want to think about bringing them kids. That's all, Again, it's the couple's choice, but I am here to guide based on past experience. That may not be a good idea. So,
So how does it? I know you were sharing with us. Well, actually, look, I'm not even paying attention to the time because I'm so engrossed in this conversation.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's me. I'm supposed to be watching the clock. Family, it's time for us to take a commercial break. But I've got more questions. I do. I know you do too, because I can't think of everything. So the phone lines will remain open, and feel free to continue to comment on our socials. But stay with us because we are coming right back.
Family Therapy Vignette Moments with Dr. Lucille Ijoy. June, what a lovely, lovely tune. It's almost that time to vote, so make a note. Tuesday, November the 5th. Coming our way. That's what I say. Now, we're talking about two words. You've heard these before. Mothering and fathering. The definition is people who spread love. They don't give up. So when it comes to voting and they don't give up, they just keep on saying, we must vote. Yes, we must vote. Yes. Now, mothering and fathering is gentle, you see. They just keep on saying with a smile, vote, we must vote. Take a big old breath and say, we must vote. Tuesday, November the 5th, a serious time. This is Dr. Lucille Ijoy, Mothering.
Climate change is here, and so are the health issues caused by extreme weather. Respiratory illness triggered by wildfire smoke, heart problems worsened by heat waves, infections spread by floodwaters. So AmeriCares is helping clinics across the country adapt. Climate is changing, but let's work together. Join us and protect your health. Learn how at americares.org/climate. Climate is changing, so is AmeriCares.
It's too black, which means it's too strong.
We're celebrating Black influence and Black excellence worldwide on the home of progressive Black talk media, WURD.
You're listening to Love and Life with Carol Riddick on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media.
And we are back. Welcome back, family. Welcome back to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media, on air and online at wordradio.com. We are talking with our love light, Meredith Ball, in this hour. She is the lead coordinator for the Coordinated Collective. That's right. Now I'm going to ask Meredith, can you tell us once again, because I know you told us earlier in the hour about the company. Can you tell us once again a little more about the Coordinated Collective?
Of course. So the Coordinated Collective is a Black woman-owned company based out of DC, where we specialize in wedding coordination. So we meet with the couple about 3 to 4 months prior to their wedding, after they have booked all of their vendors, and we serve as their wedding bestie. We help them build their timeline, we help them build their layout. We are there for their walkthrough with the caterer as well as their venue. We run the rehearsal, and then we run day of show to make sure that they have the best wedding day possible.
I love it. So, okay, so like, just how much of that should we have together by the time we get to you? Like, has there been a case where you've had a couple reach out and they just know they want to get married, but they don't really have, many things put in place? Have you had a scenario or an experience like that? And what do you do in that case?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have definitely had people come at the last minute. We've definitely had people come in like 1 to 2 years prior to their wedding day. So usually what we would like to tell people, at the very least, if you're coming to us like a year or more prior to, at the very least, have your venue booked. That's all. Like that would be like the one thing, because also too, there are some venues, not a lot, but there are some venues who have like an in-house coordinator. So then, you know what I'm saying? Like there's not really a need for you to have a separate one unless you really want one.
Okay.
But there are some venues that do that. So like once we have the okay that, hey, this venue doesn't have one, like we need one. And there are some venues that actually require your couple to have a separate coordinator. So once we have the okay, then it's like, all right, yep, we're good to go. We've locked your date in. We'll see you in a few months.
Okay. So in the case of this couple, they come to you and they say, okay, we know we want to get married. We know where we want to get married, but we don't have anything else. Do you make suggestions? Do you walk them through the process, or do?
Yeah, that's when the friender, that's when our friender list would come in. Very, very handy. We would hand that off to them, and that comes in their packet. So we have like a full packet, like a full email through our CRM system, which is our customer relationship management. We have a whole system where we send everything they need. They get a welcome letter. They get links to where they can upload their contracts and any other information that they may need. We also have what's called a planning portal. But the planning portal basically has everything that they would need to fill out to ensure that we're able to do our job properly. So their vendor contacts, their contacts, like their bridal party, that sort of thing, as well as their list, their guest list, that sort of thing, and any sort of personal items that they may have for decor. So like your gift box, your table numbers, little fun little tchotchkes or anything like that you would want to decorate. So we have an itemized list of those things as well. So we definitely put them in the right direction, no matter at what stage they're at in their wedding planning journey.
Nice. So when you work a wedding, how many like staff members do you typically employ for one service? Is it dependent upon the number of like attendees for the wedding?
Yep. So it is dependent on how many guests that you have. 9 times out of 10, it's usually only one. So it would be me and an associate coordinator. If you have probably, now JL may correct me on this, but if you have probably about 175 and up, that's a little bit more people to deal with, and we'll most likely will have 2 associate coordinators, sometimes 3, depending on how big the wedding is. But usually it's only 1 and then the lead.
Okay. Oh, I like it. You hear this, family? We're getting all this good stuff.
All the goodies, all the goodness.
The goodness. I want to share with our family members how they can contact the Coordinated Collective. I want to put some information in the chat. Do we just look online for the Coordinated Collective, or is a number that we dial? Or
Absolutely. So you can go on our website, which is thecoordinatedcollective.com. That is where you can find us and submit an inquiry, or if you or somebody that you know is happily getting married. We also have our Instagram, which is funny enough, day of coordinators.
Oh,
I'm not sure how we scored that particular tag, but we did. So at day of coordinators is where you can find us.
At the day of coordinators or a day of?
Yep, just at day of coordinators.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I spelled that. I listed that correctly. So I put both the website and the IG handle in the chat for those of you who are interested. The website is the coordinatedcollective.com and the IG handle is Day of Coordinators. That is funny. Day of. But you said don't call us the day of.
Please.
Don't
We can't help you, baby.
No, listen.
At that point,
that window has closed.
It sure has. We need a smooth couple of months, baby.
But and to that point, like what is too late? What is too late to call?
We have I know JL is probably watching this laughing right now because we have gotten inquiries probably a month, 3 weeks. 3 weeks, I think, is the soonest wedding that we've gotten inquiries. And that's like, again, bringing up the topic of venues when they say to their couple, hey, you need a coordinator. Like it's required. And then, couples freak out and they're like, oh, okay, well, who's available? And then JL will send us a very frantic email and be like, hey, who's available? Because I'm not. So
right.
Not me. So it's not my preference. I will do it, but again, I really like to take that time to get to know the couple. So I personally prefer to have it at least 2 months.
At least 2 months. Okay. We hear that, family. We've got some good stuff here. We've got some information to put in our pockets. For those of you who have just joined us, I'm welcoming you. I always am because we love to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD. We've been talking with our love light, Meredith Bell. Yes, we have. She is the lead wedding coordinator at the Coordinated Collective. I did just share information in the chat, and I'm going to repeat it for those of you who are simply listening and are not watching. The website is thecoordinatedcollective.com, and the IG handle is Day of Coordinators. That is not to be confused with instruction, though. Y'all know I love to joke. You know I do. One of our love lights has just checked in. Hi there, Cheryl. Cheryl Brown. She's sending some love to everybody. We receive it, Cheryl, and we're sending you love right back. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let me ask, let me see, for the last question, is there anything that you would like to leave us with before we close tonight?
Well.
Right.
Since you asked, we are really, really trying to extend our love and light, if you will, to the Philadelphia area. As I did say, our company is DC based, but I'm here in Philly. I'm a Philly gal. So if you or anybody that is getting married, we got engagement season coming up, Christmas time, Thanksgiving are very, very big times to get engaged. So if you know anybody, either in the 2025 weddings and beyond, please hit us up, please, because I would love to have the honor and the privilege of coordinating your wedding. So yes. And thank you so much for your time, Carol. This has been absolutely lovely.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? I've had a ball. Thank you for coming. Just thank you for, just sharing your time, your energy, your space, your spirit, and your information and knowledge with us. And, listen, this is Philly. Family is listening. They're taking information. They're sharing. Great show, great segment. They've enjoyed the conversation. And I love it, love it, love it. Meredith, we will see you the next time. Okay, because we hope that, look, I'm claiming it because you're going to come back to see us, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. See, I claimed it already. So
it's already manifested. We're good to go. We're locked in now.
We are locked.
There's no switching up, Carol. You can't get rid of me at this point.
Oh, no. I wouldn't try. I wouldn't try. Oh my goodness, family. You know what's coming next. You already know. You already know. As we exhale, praising God from whom all blessings flow, I'm going to ask that you continue to pray because we all need it. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I thank our guests. Yes, I do, for sharing time, energy, space, spirit, intention, attention, knowledge, and information. And I thank you, family, for doing the same. Yes, I do. Special thanks to the entire Word family, especially Nick and Niall, for all that you do. I couldn't do this without you. Happy birthday once again to all of our love lights, especially Eric, Luke, Natasha. Family, I can't say it enough, but vote, vote, vote. Now, we're going to talk about the debate. We did not do so tonight because I wanted tonight to be light. But we're going to get into it. We're going to pick a day and get into it. So have the conversation ready because it's coming. But remember, in the meantime, we are all in this together. Okay? So just be good to you, but be good to those around you. Please, please, please. Be careful and be kind. God loves you, and so do I. Yes, I do. Have a great rest of your night, and be sure to join me Monday through Thursday, 7 until 9 p.m. Eastern Time for another edition of Love and Life with Carol Riddick right here on WURD, Progressive Black Talk Media. Good night, family. Good night, good night, good night, good night.